Okay, and like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are live and we are back. Yeah, man, it took me a while to rearrange the cameras and everything like that, but yeah, I think we made it in time. We made it in time. Anyway, guys, that's right. We got another release, the sixth release in a matter of days by Hot Toys. Oh wow, and I know a lot of you are gonna have a lot to say about this one. Roll the thing, roll the thing. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay with Brother Cousins Toy Reviews, and that's right, I am back with the news. All right, guys. So we got a release, another release, and we all knew this was coming because I know a lot of us got the notifications. It doesn't feel right with me doing this without the music. Hold on, let me put on a little music. Let me put on a little loft. Let me put a little lofty sound on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now my vibe is there. Now my vibe is there. Need to have a little feng shui, in here. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's bring them up. Oh, we want to full screen it. No. I want full screen it. There we go. This guy right here. Better yet. There we go. This guy right here. Doc Brown. Oh my gosh. We all knew this was coming, right? We all knew this was coming. We all knew it. This head sculpt. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. And me and Anthony and Mario talked about this. We realized, Anthony said it on his stream last weekend. If they give us the same exact sculpt, he's gonna be a little disappointed. I expected it totally that they would give us the same sculpt. And the reason why, look at what they're doing. They've been rushing out a lot of figures. They're trying to catch up at this. They've been giving us good quality on one end, but then on the other, skipping. You know what I'm saying? Skipping. It's just like kind of building a house. It's like you build a house, 3 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms. Roof is great. Kitchen is amazing. Basement, it has a basement, but the basement's not completed. Same premise here. But when you think about it, they gave us what they promised. They didn't show us a new head sculpt, when they showed us the prototype. What we're getting here is the actual prototype. So I don't think anybody should really be upset about what they bought. That's my take on it. I do wish that they removed the slots for the glasses. That's a little funky. They could have went and took some putty and filled that in and put it out there. That's really my biggest gripe. Like, you gave us the exact same head sculpt. Like, y'all ain't changed for nothing. Y'all ain't changing for shit. That's the thing that's kind of like, all right, guys, come on, y'all know better than that. But anyway, that's my opinion. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Let me put on my old man glasses so I can see you guys' comments, because I know we got a lot in here already. Goodness, you guys are here already. Let's do the roll call. We got some guy. He said, let's go, morning collecting family. Absolutely. It seems like some collectors are not happy with this release. Yeah, I can imagine some of you not. I'm gonna tell you, me personally, I am 100% happy. 100% happy. And I think a lot of you guys, honestly, I hate to say you should be grateful. That sounds a little messed up. Personally, I think we all should be grateful. And the reason why, this is an older property. Hot Toys does so much Marvel, so much DC. I'm happy that we're getting anything Back to the Future. And I know that's messed up, but that's just what it is right now. Pablo Meza, he says, I'm happy it's being released, not happy with the reused head sculpt and the single elbow joints. I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes to the elbow joints and all that stuff, you're not gonna have him doing too many poses here outside of that one right there. So once again, they skipped on that. These are things they could skip around and get it out. I'm fine with that, but you're not gonna have him doing any wild dynamic poses. He's not. Doc is an older guy. You know what I'm saying? Even back then. he's portrayed. Christopher Lloyd probably wasn't that old back then, but he's still portrayed as being an older person. So you're not gonna see him being too agile. Max said Hot Toys half-ass attempt. If they do this with the DeLorean and don't fix the wheels, that will annoy the crap out of me. Back to the Future deserves some love. True, very true. Huey Freeman says, morning everyone. Morning to you as well. AJ says, hello friends, hope all is well. Max, you say, I think we should start a petition to get a new Doc Brown head sculpt. If they did it with Endgame Tony, so what makes this any different? We pay good money. Okay. I'm gonna address that. I'm gonna address that like this. And we talked about that also on Anthony's stream this weekend. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. is the head of the MCU. Still the head of the MCU. Knows a lot of the characters of that. I know he hasn't been around since Endgame, but he's the top of the MCU. They also sell a shit ton of Iron Man figures. That head sculpt, especially with it being one of the last representations of Tony Stark, had to be a 10. And they decided to do something different. They gave us Tony Stank. People got pissed. Crowd goes wild. They went in, they redid the head sculpt. They redid that head sculpt because they didn't want that negative press. With this being an older property, they kind of, I don't want to say they screwed us over. I don't want to say that because, guys, this is the same thing we saw. This is the same thing we saw at the prototype, but they could have gave us more. They could have did better. I would agree. Not making excuses for the lack of their efforts, but this is where we're at. I mean, think of it. When you break this down, it's great. I love it because I'm a Back to the Future fan. But it's the same thing we've been seeing a lot this year. Like even with the Black Boba Fett, Arena Boba Fett. It's the Empire Strikes Boba Fett. They painted black and threw in a box. And I know I'm going to upset a lot of people saying that, but they did. It's a Malibu. They gave him a spear. They painted him black and threw it in the box. And the hype, crowd goes wild. They've been doing this a lot this year. They've been doing a lot of reuse. You look at Axe Wolves. They just released. Axe Wolves is already in my comic store. So. And he's a bunch of reused parts. They're trying to get back on track. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get back on track and get these things out. Now, I'm not mad about this because I knew this was the going trend. And personally, I don't think a lot of us in the community should be surprised or shocked. Once again, that's just my opinion. Please, guys, don't. I don't want to, offend anybody or anything like that. At the end of the day, on the flip side, you're all right. We pay good money. We should be treated better. Absolutely. I totally agree. But you also got to look at where we're at and think realistically, where they're at as a company and what they're trying to do and what they have shown to us all year. Now, they're not going to sell a lot of these. Okay? They're not. They're not going to sell a lot of these. FBJ, what's up with you? Said, I'm hyped about this release. Incredibly let down by the scope. So lazy of Hot Toys. It's like, I think a lot of people are saying that. Going back to my point, they're not going to sell a lot of these. What I mean by that is, this is going to be a short run. Just because they're not going to sell a lot doesn't mean he's going to be available either. I don't know. It may sit. It may sit too, but it depends. Well, this was a 21-20. This is a 2021 release. They may have an abundance of these, so it'll be around. But once they're gone, and then there'll be a Grail, and it'll be on Good Morning Grails with the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean and all that. So we got to look at it for what it is. We got to look at it for what it is and what Hot Toys is doing. Now, the thing of it is, personally, like I said, I don't think all of us should feel too let down because this is what we were going to get. This is what they've been showing us all year. They've been cutting corners, trying to get these figures out. And this is pretty much what we paid for in the prototype. It's not as bad. It's not like they didn't show this. We got exactly what we paid for. So that's how I look at it, personally. Chat says, what's up, everyone? Collector Joey says, what's up? I'll try to get through these real quick. Stop running my mouth. Collector Chat said, Doc's head sculpt is a low 7. Ooh, that's tough. Not low, but it ain't a 10. Got Luminar in the building. What's up, Lumi? Good morning. Good morning to you, Luminar, the matriarch. Good morning. Good to have you here. And we got my guy, Jonathan King, with another $10 bomb, bro. You blessing me. Blessings on blessings on blessings, bro. Thank you so much. Said Doc Brown, let's go. Absolutely. Max said, music's a little loud. Can't hear you. What, really? I could barely hear this crap. Hold on. I'm gonna run and blab my mouth. I should have been read that. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Blue Tattoo says, hello, everyone. Hello to you as well. What's up, some guy? Hey, JC. Yeah, the glasses holes is a lazy. That honestly, that's my biggest beef, y'all. That is my biggest beef. Also, guys, can you guys hear me well? Pablo Mesa says a lot better. Okay. Thank you so much, Pablo. Thank you. Skip around a little bit. Miles, we see this as rage. I guess he doesn't like it. He said, don't you mess with my black Boba Fett. It's a good figure, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a Malibu Stacy. This one kind of is too. This is a Malibu Stacy. And if y'all don't get, and then I bought up Malibu Stacy. That's a good, it's a good transition. But I hope you guys understand. Some of you may not understand what I say about Malibu Stacy, but there was a Simpsons episode where the Malibu Stacy doll was like the going trend. Everybody wanted it, and Lisa wanted to make her own doll. Lisa got with this lady, and she made her own doll, and that lady was voiced by Kirstie Alley. Shout out to Kirstie Alley, rest in power. Great actress. Grew up loving Cheers, loved her in Look Who's Talking and all those movies. So shout out to her. Pour out a little bit for Kirstie Alley. Absolutely. And there we go. But speaking of Kirstie Alley, she did the voice of this woman that helped Lisa create another doll to counter Malibu Stacy. They, had positive womanly vibes and all this, and all this type of stuff with the, within the doll. And the kids were crazy about the doll, and they were running to get it. As the kids were running to the store to get Lisa's doll, the Malibu Stacy company carts out a new Malibu Stacy, and it was the same doll with just a brand new hat. And the kids went crazy for it. So with this, kind of a Malibu Stacy, kind of not. What makes it not a Malibu Stacy? Try to go and get you a Doc Brown from Back to the Future too. You're gonna be paying some bucks, bro. So we're lucky that they're giving us this one to buy it at retail. Okay, that's how I feel about it. Skip around a little bit. Let me go to Lane. Lane says, well, the white version is 1.5. Is the one on way to me coming Tuesday. I guess y'all probably talking about Boba Fett. He said, Lane Kramer says, I think the Doc Brown sculpt is all right. I think all the accessories help to offset it, perhaps not quite as expected Doc Brown. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me much better. I know that had to be annoying. I'm sorry. Max says, I'm more excited for the Back to the Future 3 figures. Yes, those are going to be awesome. Those are definitely going to be awesome. Said Back to the said I hope they reissue the Back to the Future 2 figures. You know what? I think they should. I really agree to that. I think they really should. I mean, you got the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean coming out. You know, so it would make sense for them to do that, but when this Hot Toys does things that make sense, you know. Oh, excuse me, said White Vision. Okay. White Vision, not version. White Vision. Thank you, Maz. Yeah, White Vision looks dope. I can't wait to get that. I'm getting that as well. It's going to be an excellent figure. FBJ, he said, I'm grateful for all versions of 1/6 scale Back to the Future. Waiting for disguised Doc Brown and Marty to be announced. Hot Toys keeps teasing us. Yes, they do. They do. I can't wait for those as well. And I think we'll get them. Maybe it'll be a Toy Fair exclusive. I've always said that, but like I said, when does Hot Toys does anything that really makes sense? Also, FBJ, thank you for the $5 bomb. Absolutely. Yomo said Hot Toys needs to go back to the future on this head sculpt. Very funny. Max, he said, BC, please explain why Hot Toys is not dropping. He said, BC, please explain why is Hot Toys dropping so many L's lately? I mean, I think that's a matter. I think that's a matter of opinion. And then, I mean, it really, well, it could be a matter of opinion, but it also could be if the majority of the community says it's an L, then I guess it's an L, right? So, but also, I mean, me personally, to answer that question, like I said, they're trying to keep up. They're trying to not keep up, but trying to catch up. They're trying to catch up to all the pre-orders and all the stuff that's been delayed for years. So they're cutting corners. And here it is. And this is controversial. I'm fine with corners being cut as long as you know the ones to cut. You get what I'm saying? Like, giving us an excellent figure, but maybe not so excellent box art. That's a corner that you can cut. That it's like, man, the box is not as, could be more exciting, but this figure is so great. I'd rather have a great figure. You know, getting rid of some elbow articulation and stuff like that with certain figures, not a deal breaker to me. Like, a lot of people, you know, were up in arms about Bo-Katan, and you know, having single joints really doesn't bother me. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's me. It doesn't bother me. You know, at the end of the day, it's a well executed, well figure. You know. But you know, if a lot of people think that, you know, these are L's or the figures are just not, you know, not as desirable, like I said, I think it's because they're trying to catch up. They're trying to catch up so they can get on a roll to making better work. And a lot of this stuff, like I said, stuff like this with Back to the Future, it has a niche market that it's going to appeal to. It's not going to be the ones that's going to appeal to everybody. Let's be honest, it's not. I think these Back to the Future figures, they're either going to be low batched and they're going to be all gone and sold out and everybody's going to be looking for them again, or they're going to be around and they're going to linger, which is good because that gives people time to grow into watching and discovering Back to the Future and then having the ability to go and buy them. So I do hope they sit around. I do. Because just because people aren't Back to the Future fans today, they will be someday. And then they can go and grab this. This is who this figure's for. And for people like me that are huge Back to the Future fans that want to fill in the gaps. Justin McFly, when this baby hits 88, you're going to see some serious miles per hour. You're going to see some serious shit. What up, Ashley Chase? What's up? OG Mando, brother cousins. They picked this face like this. Right. Lane Vision coming out. Yeah. Christian Detour Collecting. You said this. Yep, you said this last weekend. Said, like I said, Hot Toys is on pumping mode. L is kind of collateral. Yeah, yeah. The L's are collateral damage. I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you, Christian. Totally. Yomo says, "Oh, LOL." Nah, I think it looks okay. It does look like they lost some detail on the sculpt from the proto, but I'm happy for whatever for whoever wants to get it. Sculpts always get a little soft, but I'll tell you right now, I have the Back to the Future 2 Doc Brown. It's exactly the same sculpt, exactly. And you got to remember that came out 2018. So you're looking at a 2018 head sculpt. Okay? So yeah, so you can't judge it with the sculpts we're getting today. You can't. Paint applications are way better. But for its time and for what it was, they did a pretty good job. I still think they did a great job. Prince Tontine says, love the background music, BC. Awesome. I'm glad it's not too loud. Glad you guys can hear me. FBJ, brother cousins, where are you putting this doc in the second DeLorean in your display? Dude, I'm changing all this up. I'm changing. All this is gonna be changed up. I'm getting I'm building a Maji case. Y'all see some things I did when I do my collection for it, which is coming out very soon. Like it's imminent. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna change up this display to accommodate that. Risky George figure says, great figure, honestly. I think so. Definitely. We're gonna go through the pictures real quick because I know we just been here riffing and talking about them. But let's go through the pictures real quick. I'm trying to see where the damn. There he is. Had to move my tabs around a little bit. And there he is with the DeLorean, with the G1 DeLorean, which is real messed up, you know, because a lot of people are not going to be able to get the G1 DeLorean. They're not, you know, unless they do a major reissue, which I don't think they're going to reissue that. I don't. Yep. I like the shirt. I like the outfit. I mean, I'm buying this mainly for the outfit and the accessories. That's just what this is. Come on, that looks dope, guys. That looks dope. Nobody can really be mad at that, in my opinion. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay? I think it looks great. Personally, I think this looks amazing. I can't wait to have mine displayed like this. That's phenomenal. Okay? At least I think so. You do not need this figure to be in a crazy pose with all this articulation and double joints and all that. Listen, I think double joints should be standard for any figure. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's 2020, it's 2022 for Christ's sake. But if they're gonna cut some corners with that, this is the figure to do it with. He's an older guy. And I'm not saying the older guys aren't agile. I'm not saying that either. There's a lot. I know some older guys that, you know, can outrun me and outjog me right now. Honestly. But for the character of Doc, did we see him do any of that? Did we see him do, you know, some crazy agile runs and like, no, we didn't see him doing those Spider-Man moves. So no, doesn't need that. What up, Peyton? Peyton23 says, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you, Peyton. Trevor says, someone would do a better sculpt. I like a rooted hair version. That would be cool. That would definitely be cool. That'd be some money too. Talking about like a $400, $500 head sculpt. You got the money for it. Go for it. Justin McFly says, an 8 for me. Definitely a nice representation. Fair enough. Kristen Detroit's collection says, double joint would have been nice, but this is Doc Brown. Come on. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I totally agree. Said a good backdrop for those two. Perfection. Great looking figs. I agree, Blue Tattoo. Max says, serious note though, we always talk about Hot Toys and innovation. If they continue to do this with future releases, will we all be happy? No. To answer that question, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I don't think this is going to happen with future figures. I don't. I think this is, you got to look at where we're at, guys. They got a lot to catching. They got a lot of catching up to do. So certain things are going to be sacrificed. Certain L's are going to be had. But at the end of the day, does the figure look good on your shelf? Is this the best figure? Is this the best Back to the Future figures you can get on the market? Yes. No one else got it right now. And I know a lot of people are going to talk about in-art this, in-art that. It ain't here yet. It's not here yet. And when it is here, are people going to pay in-art prices for Back to the Future figures? Remember, guys, this is an old property. Like it or not, it's beloved. It's classic. But are people really going to bring that energy with their wallet? Are you going to pay $500 for a Marty McFly? And I know the answer to that question. Well, that depends on how cool it is. It depends on how the articulation is. It depends on how accurate it is. And that's all very true. But we're not there yet. You know, we're not there yet. We're just not. So right now, are these the best Back to the Future figures on the market, in the world, on the planet at this moment? They are. And that's just the way you got to look at it. But if you don't want to get them and you want to hold out for something that's way better, by all means. But here's the thing, it's not here yet. It doesn't exist. You know? But if you want to wait out, hey, I can totally understand. Charles says double jointed bodies aren't any more expensive than singles though. Just not sure why, unless it's just a complete reissue of the figure of the first fig. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the reissue. It's the same body. Because if they wanted to add that stuff, they would have had to go back in, took the time to redo the whole body, and then put it out, which would have cost money, which would have cost time. This is time and money we're talking about. That's why they didn't do it. It's a complete reissue of the same head sculpt and the same body that was used. But what you're paying for is the accessories, the suit, and the tailoring. That's what you're paying for. And I'm like, and I know that. I know that. So that for the people that have the Back to Future, to Doc Brown, that's what you're paying for. And I get that. I understand that. Ooh, I unboxed tech. He said, I got an email from Sideshow. The Back to the Future 2 DeLorean is pushed up the first quarter 23. Do you remember the original date? I'm pretty pumped I'm getting that vehicle. I can't remember the original date, but yeah, man, a lot of people getting their notifications saying it's gonna be in stock soon. We kind of saw that last week, that the date was moved up to like January, so it's like here. And that's the thing I want to talk about. They're about to slam us. Guys, they are about to slam us. So you're going to be getting Doc Brown. You're going to be getting the DeLorean. You're going to be getting Batman from Batman Begins. You're going to be getting Batman and Robin, or Batman and Throbbing. Yeah, you about to get a lot. So get your wallets ready. We are in the storm, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the storm. This is not going to stop. My only thing is they should have had this up Monday, but you know, they probably didn't have the photos ready. Once again, look at that. Now I gotta admit, when you go in close, look how good Marty looks. And then you look at this guy right here. You could tell that this is older paint applications, and these are newer. You can definitely see that right there. But it still works. In my opinion, it still works. The most unsightly thing of this head sculpt is this and that. Those slots for the glasses. That's just lazy. Now for that, I can't make any excuses. It's distracting. It is. Not a deal breaker. Not a deal breaker. But it is distracting. But once again, we saw this. We saw this on the we saw this on the prototype. I also saw what they were doing all year. Half-assing, cutting corners, trying to catch up. Which is why, once again, I'm not shocked. But yet, those slots are distracting. But it still works. At least in my opinion. Let me go through some of these chats real quick. Oh, yeah, there you go. Let me see. Kristen Detroit said, brother, I don't think neither collectors or manufacturers are going to be happy at the end of this road. It's just the economy. Nothing we can do. Just make your own right choices. And I think that is the best opinion that I've heard. I think that's the best advice I heard. Max says, what's funny is some of the worst figures Hot Toys ever made end up being Grails. Very true. Very true. FBJ says, thank you, Howie. Man didn't have to give us this Christmas, this Christmas gift. I'm still happy about it. I'm still happy with it. He almost says, sound like Sonar, Batman, and Throbbing are coming soon. Yep. People got their notifications yesterday. Anthony got his notification for both, back to back. And, you know, the little about the DeLorean coming in sooner. So we about to get hit up. 16 Scale Man. What's up, Leo? He said, Hot Toys is pimp smacking mofos. They are. Ash Chase, thank you for the $5 bomb. He said, BC, are you getting Batman and Throbbing? I mean, Robin, much love. Yes, I'm getting those. Yes, I am. I gotta get them. I have to get those. Max says, the slots should be less hair pushed behind his ears. Yeah. Because Joe says, yeah, that's going to bug me every time. It is. It is. So 1 to 1989. Next, 1989 Batmobile. Yes. That's coming. You're going to get it. All right, guys, let's continue looking at the pictures. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Like I said, I'm buying this for the outfit and the accessories. Me personally. And I'm sure I know people are like, well, just wait for this. You know, somebody is selling on eBay. Just buy it. And then I got to get another Doc Brown. So it's like you might as well just buy the figure retail. You know, they got us locked in. Look at the little details. They got the watch and the ring around his hand. You get the plutonium case. That tool belt looks good. You get the papers, the clipboard. And I'm gonna tell you guys, this is why I'm getting this. This is what I want to do. This is the display. I've been dreaming of this display for a year. Because my Back to the Future display back here, my Back to the Future 2 display with the flying DeLorean, I seen it. Now, when the official flying DeLorean comes out, definitely, it's going to be awesome. But this right here, amazing. And with this being out, with this coming out, I'm gonna give you guys a little preview of Good Morning, not preview, but just a heads up on Good Morning Grails. We'll be doing the Back to the Future DeLorean. Probably next week or maybe the week before Christmas. So I'm going to change up the schedule a little bit. I know. You're still getting Blade after Christmas. Don't get me wrong. You're still getting that from Good Morning Grails. Still doing Blade after Christmas. But we're going to do a Good Morning Grails where I'm taking the DeLorean and I'm undoing all the flight modifications and bringing it back to the G1 version looking like this. So we're going to do that. Good Morning Grails. That's going to be a Good Morning Grails probably, like I said, the week before Christmas. Or maybe depends on how soon I get the figure. I got mine coming from Sideshow. They already charged me, took the money for it, so it should be shipping soon. I'm going to check on it. It should be shipping today. So we'll be getting this in hand soon. Once we get it in hand, and actually, I'm going to pay for them to ship it soon. I want it like that. I need this like right away. So once this comes in, we'll do a review, an unboxing, and we'll also have this paired up like this so you guys can see this. But I'm sure Sideshow will beat me to it. But you know, come on, I'm Jay. You know, and what I mean by that is I'm the any man. You know, any of you guys can do it. So any of you guys can see me doing it. So, but that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be fun. King Cuddy Jr. says, I'm so curious to see if that throbbing junk was corrected. That's going to be an interesting figure. That's going to be a real interesting figure. The accessories, 100%. Ken, what's up, Ken? Ken Carpenter, he said, they could have at least plugged the holes where the glasses went in the hair of the on the unused part 2 head sculpt. Yes. Also, they should have painted him to look much older. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they could have did that. Good question. Does the new DeLorean have a USB? I don't think it comes with a USB plug, but I think you can add it to it. You can add the USB plug. So yeah, you'll be able to power it. You'll be able to power it better than the old one. Looks good. Let's keep looking at these pictures. Guys, I think this looks good. Even with those slots are distracting. I gotta admit, they are. Those are distracting, but it is what it is. Distracting, but not a deal breaker. That's Doc Brown. All you need is a character poses. That's all you really need. Great Scott. He looked like he just said it. Now, here's the interesting thing. The older DeLorean, he barely fits in it, guys. He barely fits. You gotta trick his feet and get it. He barely fits in it. Barely. So I hope they fix that on the newer DeLorean. But Doc Brown, barely fits in it. Marty fits well. Marty fits great. They know they wrong. They know people ain't gonna be able to do this with this DeLorean. But if you have the Part 2 version, you know. And let's face it, they brought this out so they can sell the Part 2 version. They want those DeLoreans to sell, as they should. I think this could have used a little bit more detailing, personally. It looks good. They could have used a tad more detailing. It's a little soft. And guys, tell me in the chat, on this little flip book right here, was that a picture of a gremlin? Was that a picture of Stripe? Because I think that was a picture of Stripe, right? Now for the figure, it's blurred out, but I think when they did the protos, you could actually see it clearly. But they kind of blurred it out on the actual release. But it looked like a picture of Stripe. Let me know in the chat. Another great pose. My wife is the biggest dog lover, and she was like, they went so cheap on Einstein. It makes me mad. I'm like, yeah. But what are you gonna do? They don't do animals well. Really digging this plutonium case. That looks great. I can't wait to do that. To see that right there is going to piss a lot of collectors off, because you're not going to get, I don't think you're getting the plutonium chamber with the Part 2. I don't think so. I don't think you're getting it. I don't think you're going to be getting that. So that kind of sucks. Man, that looks good. And that's a great display too. Because if you do this display, you can actually have them display like this, but you can show off more of the DeLorean. That's gonna be great. And there it is. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Amazing. Look at the tread watch. When it ain't the booty watch. Sorry. Looks good, guys. Guys, it looks good. Oh, holy shit. We got 43 people in here, guys. Remember to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly, guys. You guys are awesome. Max said, I would just buy some sunglasses or goggles. Yeah. Just hoping for Back to the Future 2 reissue. Who knows? Maybe. Ma says, Marty needs real kicks. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I wonder, is there somebody out there that's selling like the actual like Nikes? Yeah, because those Nikes, yeah, those he got on ain't working. And those ain't working. Those did look like Air Force Ones. They did. Let's go back. Yeah, those look like Air Force Ones for sure. For sure, those look like Air Force Ones. That's dope. Cool pick. Yo. But guys, I think that's going to be it for today. My final thoughts on Doc Brown. I think it looks great. I know a lot of people are, a little upset about them not updating the head sculpt and giving him a double joint articulation. But I think it's a small price to pay for a great release, and for them to keep the ball rolling and be on pumping mode and get these things out. Yes, it was sacrificed a little bit. Yes, I think the slots in the hair where the old glasses were just too much. I think they should have changed that. That's my biggest gripe with the figure. But outside of that, I think it's well executed. It's what I expected, and I'm overall happy with it. So I can't wait. Look at those accessories. Look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff. Looks great. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, guys, that is about it for today. Like I said, I think it looks great. Okay. Ken said yes, it's a picture of a gremlin. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was Stripe. But yes, guys, that's my thoughts on that figure. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, bang that bell for notification and all that good stuff. Got a lot of stuff coming, guys. We also we're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the month for the holidays. Stay tuned. The best of the best this week on Thursday for more details about that. And I'll see you guys on the flip flop. Deuces.